What's up, Bears? Eric here, and welcome to another episode of Serve or Swerve, where we take a look at the runways from RuPaul's Drag Race and decide, is it a total serve or are we swerving, going another direction completely? This is all fun and games. We're here to uplift drag artists. So there's not going to be a lot of shade, maybe a little bit of shade, but not a lot of shade thrown. We really do just want to showcase a lot of talent and fun. And if they're on Drag Race All-Stars, chances are they are very talented and fans love them. So that's why they're back on the show. A couple episodes of this have been removed from YouTube because they keep coming in. The powers that be are trying to take this away from us. But you know, I did a little editing here. Hopefully this works out this time and you'll get to see this episode completely unedited, not chopped up, all that stuff. The category is from RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 8. It is titled RuVeal Yourself. And this is the category. We also have the fame game. We have a few looks on the fame game. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to see if I'm going to serve or swerve these looks. Some of them are interesting, but I can't wait to talk about them here with you. So let's go ahead and get started and kick this off with our first look, which is Jessica Wilde. I love Jessica. I think she's doing really good this season. And it's fun seeing her back after all this time. And we have this first part of the look that is basically just an overlay. Okay. It's really just an overlay. Which is fine. It's fine. Working as a DJ for drag queens for so long, I have seen this overlay in every color before. So it's not super exciting, but I get the reference. She's talking about her look here. I get it. And then we reveal to this egg look. Now, I was a little confused on what this was initially because I'm like, what am I looking at here? What is this? And then it's got the little piece of something coming out from underneath of it. I was like, what is this? I didn't totally think this was super successful in terms of like, and it looks like she walked the runway twice because that little piece that was hanging down is not hanging down here when she's coming back up the runway. So I'm assuming she walked the runway 2 times. I think it's been confirmed they always do that. But then when Jessica turned to the side here and I saw this little crack effect, I was like, oh, supposed to be the egg. And then we reveal into actual eggs. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. I see what we're serving here. Now, this is just basically like a swimsuit with the eggs on the outside of it. But I think the overall concept from head to toe, the whole thing, I think for me is a serve. I'm going to give it a serve. I don't think it's like exciting, but it's very conceptual. And I love a really fun concept. So I'm going to give Jessica a serve here. No molds were broken. Some eggs were broken, but no molds were broken in this look. But it's still, it fits the brief, basically. All right, next up we have Kahana Montrese. Now, this is a Vegas showgirl look from Kahana. And I've heard a lot of people say this when I talk to my friends about Drag Race, is that this is Kahana's aesthetic. And I'm going to say this about a couple more queens during this runway. I get it. You're the showgirl. You're from Vegas. But I need to see something a little bit different. I love Kahana. The glow up for Kahana has been amazing this season. She looks beautiful in this outfit. There's no denying that. Looks absolutely beautiful in this outfit. But the problem is that it is a similar look to stuff she's done already in this season. I would love to show the rest of this because all of this comes off eventually, but we're going to skip ahead because YouTube would definitely block this video if I show the rest of it. But needless to say, she looks great. I think this look is fantastic. And we're going to go ahead and give her a serve. I'm going to give her a serve on this because she looks really good. It's a good look. I can't deny it. I just want something different from Kahana. So moving forward, I'm hoping we see something different. I do remember her posting on Twitter that I think this was the last look that she made for the runway, or maybe it was one of the looks that she put together very close to the end. Either way, it doesn't look bad on her because she looks beautiful. But I need something a little bit more from Kahana. Let's skip to the next runway. All right, next up we have James Mansfield with like this Muppet look. I'm not truly sure what I'm even looking at here because it doesn't even go all the way down. It doesn't even look like it's connected. It looks like it's a separate thing altogether. It's the same color, but let's be honest here. James uses the same color for pretty much everything. So that's not a big change, I guess. But I'm like, what am I looking at? Like, it would be different if the tulle at the bottom of the dress was made of like similar fur to the actual like puppet here, but it's not. And then the puppet comes off and we reveal to a James silhouette. This is James wears this all the time. This is nothing new for James. And then we reveal to another sort of James silhouette. Now I have to give James credit. The look from last week, the conceptual look that was done last week was probably the most different thing that James has ever worn. And I have to give James credit for that. James's look here is too similar to everything that James wears. And I don't think conceptually I understood what was being done on stage. Maybe I'm completely lost here, but I think that whole like Sesame Street, look on top didn't make any sense. And then we went into like these three different, like, these are all just three different James looks. There's nothing. And I mean, I guess it's supposed to be RuVeal yourself, but we've seen this so much. I just wanted something a little bit different. This is going to be my first swerve. This is going to be my first swerve. I can't give James a serve on this. I can't. I'm sorry. It's not my favorite. All right, next up we have Candy Muse. Now, this is an interesting look here. We start out with like this housewife here, which, look, there's got to be more underneath of it. So I guess the silhouette isn't as shaped as it normally is for Candy. But I believe Candy explained this as being like the Stepford Wives, I think is what was said on social media. So, we're giving the Stepford Wives look here, and then we turn, the bow and apron come off, and then we twirl into this almost floor length red dress, which isn't great either. I'm looking at it. It looks a little weird. It's got like buttons around the thing, and then the actual, like where the fabric comes up into the bodice, it's like at a weird angle. Like it doesn't fit right, I don't think, or it doesn't look right there. Now, this look is the most successful, I think, of the three looks. This is the most interesting look of the three looks. I think this is definitely different and fun. So we've got three looks from Candy, where I think the middle one was the least successful for me. But two of the three of them, like the first look and the last look, I think worked. So because of that, I'm going to give Candy a serve. I think this is a serve. But that middle look wasn't popping. I didn't like it at all. And so, yeah, but Candy looks beautiful, as usual. All right, up next, we have Lala Ree. Now, this is that's just a bolt of fabric. That's all that is. It's just a piece of fabric that was probably cut into a shape, and that's it. That's it. That is all that is a bolt of fabric. This is All Stars. Like at the very least, you have to do something like what Jessica did, which is make an overlay. Even if we know it's going to reveal into something, at least it looks like a garment. This is just a bolt of fabric wrapped around Lala Ree. But this is beautiful. This look is beautiful on Lala Ree. The hair, the makeup, the entire look is absolutely fantastic. So look, I'm going to give Lala Ree a serve because I think this look is great. But that bolt of fabric was unacceptable. Do not do that again for a reveal ever on a season of All Stars. No one do that, please. But you look beautiful, Lala. I like this. This is probably one of my favorite looks she's worn this season. Then we have Jimbo. Okay, this is frightening to me. This backwards, like, Adam look is so weird to me. And then we turn around to Jimbo as Eve. This is so conceptual. I just have to stop for a second. I don't even know, like, what goes on inside of Jimbo's mind. That's my question. What goes on inside of Jimbo's mind with these looks. I'm going to go ahead and give it not a swerve, a serve. Sorry, not a swerve. Definitely not a swerve. This is just so wild to me. Like the apple, the snake, just everything is so weird and different. I love Jimbo. I will admit I'm a huge Jimbo fan. Jimbo has a lot of qualities that I really appreciate. Lip syncing is not one of them. Dancing is not one of them. But when it comes to looks, it doesn't get much better than Jimbo. That's a serve for me. We have Alexis Michelle here with a very theatrical look. And I really appreciated this. I want to point out that I like this whole scary, almost witch-like look. And then she twirls around into this beautiful gown, beautiful wig. Makeup is really weird. I've seen a lot of people complaining about her makeup. Like they're saying the makeup is a little bit too evil for the actual look. I'm going to disagree. Okay. And the reason why is I think it goes with the look. I love the gloves. I love the dress. I think all of it really works for me. But I do have one critique of when it comes to Alexis, just like I did with James. I need to see something different. I need to see something a little bit different, right? I feel like everything that Alexis is wearing this season so far are these beautiful dresses. And there's just it's not exciting anymore. I'm going to give her a serve because I think it is beautiful, but I'm going to say this. I think there needs to be some changes done for her looks to be more like, I get the first half of the concept of this was really good, but then we get to this and it's like, this to me is predictable. The only thing different here is the makeup. And I don't think that's enough for me personally. And so, yeah, that's it from the main runway. So now we're going to be taking a look at the Fame game. All right, this is the look here for the Fame Games, and we have Monica Beverly Hills here. Okay, I want to point this out. This is literally my favorite thing that she has worn so far. I love these colors. I'm a big fan of these bright, vibrant colors, which is why I was such a huge fan of Detox during Detox's run on All Stars. I love this whole thing, this almost ripped up raincoat look here. This is absolutely beautiful from Monica, and I'm going to give her a serve on this one. I think this is beautiful. This is my favorite thing that she's worn so far on the runway. So Monica absolutely killed it. This is a serve. All right, next up we have Naysha Lopez here for the Fame game, and I like this coat and these shoes, right? I like this. But I will say, I do not like the hair. I don't like to say this, but I hate this wig. I hate it. I hated it as soon as I saw it like this. I'm like, something about this is not working for me. And then we reveal into this dress, and I see that the wig is also long in the back. I was like, what is going on? I could not stop looking at the wig, so it was hard for me to look at and judge these garments here. I mean, they're pretty, but this wig is not happening. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm gonna have to give this one a swerve. I can't with this one. I don't think the looks were elevated enough. Once the jacket came off, I wasn't feeling it. And then this wig took me out 100%. I love Naysha. Naysha typically kills it on the runway. This hair was not popping. This is a swerve for me. All right, let's take a look at the next queen. We have Mrs. Kasha Davis doing black and white as well. So it's kind of interesting to me. Both Naysha and Kasha did black and white. This is another overlay. We know it's going to reveal into something. And then we have a floor length version that reveals into like a cocktail dress. Then reveals into another, like a swimsuit. I'm not feeling this at all. I'm sorry. I'm going to give this a swerve. I don't really have much to say about it. I love black and white. I think black and white can be very chic. Out of the two black and white looks that we got back to back there, I didn't like either one of them. And I love Mrs. Kasha Davis, but this was not great. This is a swerve for me. All right, let's take a look at the next look, which is Darian Lake in a wedding gown. I will say it's kind of, I guess, fortunate slash unfortunate that we had a wedding gown look with Alexis last week, and now Darian's doing a wedding gown look. So if she would have still been in the competition, then she would have been walking the runway in a wedding gown right after Alexis did hers. So that would have been kind of unfortunate, I guess, for her. But here we go. She's taking it off. We have the black, it's the black dress underneath this black dress. Black gown. It's a little awkward there. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think that was super successful. I don't think it was super successful. She looks stunning here. And I think the black dress is beautiful. I didn't really care for the wedding gown. And you can kind of see the hints of white still hiding underneath of it. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this one a little bit. I'm going to give it a serve because I think it's very cool looking. But yeah, it wasn't my favorite. I'm going to give it a serve. I'm going to be a little fair and give it a serve with that. So there we go. Anyway, that's it. Take the serve down. I'm not serving anything. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Serve or Swerve. I'll be back again next week where we'll talk about All Stars 8, the next runway, whatever that might be. I'm very impressed with this season in terms of some of the runways we're getting. We have some very talented, innovative queens out there. We also have some that I feel like are dialing it in, and I'm going to need them to step it up a little bit because I'm a little bit, as a viewer, and I can see from a lot of viewers, we're getting kind of bored with some of the stuff on the runway. No hate to them. Again, uplift and support all these queens, whether you like every single look they bring or you don't like all of them. Still support them. They're artists and their art is valid. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video and you want to join me for another Serve or Swerve, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.